Are we on? We are on.
We are on. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Long awaited episode, season 2 of Shooting on Subs Talking Pod. I got a very special guest, long awaited guest here today. The one and only, he doesn't even need an introduction. Mr. John Thomas Isaiah Ahumada. What's going on, man?
Give it up for him.
For having me on, man.
We're happy to have you. Of course, we got Eric Collins back in the cut.
What's up?
Sir. Unfortunately, Cam, he's gonna be a little late, but he should be joining us pretty soon. But we got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. One of the best episodes we did was when we got some questions from you guys through our Instagram. So for the season opener, we decided to run that back.
Wait. Time. Are we gonna introduce Mada? Like, I feel like we should at least give him like a bit of an introduction in case someone doesn't know who he is.
I think you're right. Go ahead, Eric. I'm gonna let you take it away, bro.
There's a lot I can say about this man. He's a baseball star. Well known in the Gilroy community for his TikTok career. You might know him at Isaiah Ahumada 4. I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Big man, he's known all of us a long time. He's known Matt longer than me and Collins, man. So, we've been dying to get him on the pod, but he's a busy man. Well known in the Ninos in San Diego. So we finally pinned him down. We froze his bank accounts to get him on here today. So let's give it up for him, man. Another round of applause.
That was the most accurate Mada description I think that you could have made.
Yeah. Let's go, man.
Pretty accurate.
Anything you want to add to that, Mada?
No, I think Eric got it. Swear on, man. Pretty accurate.
Love it. All right, so like I was saying, man, just like last time, we got some questions from our manager of the pod, Mr. Scooby Toon D Luna. We're gonna pick it up. Recently we all were able to come back together. College winding down, schedule clearing up, summer vibes, all that good stuff. And D-Toon wants to know, Collins, how was your time at the shops, man?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was, him not being there really helped elevate the mood. I was almost at that, fell me legs, but I managed to maintain myself, and it was an all around good time with the boys. It was my first time at a bar, and it was a pleasant experience.
Was that the first time you ever ordered a drink, on your Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Hey, what were you drinking all night, man?
Yeah, I don't know. So I think Matt might have, I don't even want to say that. I had some.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe let's not say that.
I had some Angry Orchards.
You had Angry Orchard. No, you didn't. You had craft cider, buddy. All right?
Same thing.
Craft cider.
Not the same thing.
Mata was there. Cam was there. We had the whole gang there, man. That was a good time. D-Tune had dropped a glass. We put him on blast real quick. That man was faded.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, when you're at the bar, man, you can't be chugging the drinks like that. D-Tune, once he starts guzzling, it just goes downhill. Nah, I'm just playing.
No, honestly, that was a pretty big fall from grace from Luna, man.
Okay.
Drop the glass, then you try to blame it on Cam. I ain't forget it.
Cam bumped into him. No cap. Eric was pretty faded too. I saw him chatting.
I don't know where we're going with this.
This is actually a perfect segue, honestly. Eric, while we're on that topic of you chatting it up, Darnell also wants to know can we finally know how was the date with the coworker, bro? Even Mada is dying to know. He's literally shaking in his boots right now, just wanting to know the story.
There's some vicious rumors going around, with the age of social media and things like that. I think it's very easy to be susceptible to things that maybe aren't 100% accurate. And Matt is a known compulsive liar. He has a lot of negative traits. He's a very negative person sometimes, and I just think sometimes he might have y'all fooled. And
so you're trying to say that this didn't happen? Because I have receipts that it happened.
Post them then, if you got receipts, bro.
Okay. I got your clear. I got your.
No.
All of a sudden,
But nah. It's Nah, not sure what he means by that.
Hey man, look, one day maybe the season finale or something. Maybe once we get 100 subs, or we get like 20 likes or like
20
1,000 views or something.
That is a pretty low aim. I'm gonna be honest. 20 likes.
I mean,
then Eric will tell the story.
How much do you think you're worth?
How many likes do I think I'm worth?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a right answer to that question without sounding incredibly douchey. So I don't want to answer it, but
Good
yeah.
answer.
The real answer would have been how many likes are you not worth, bro?
Oh, Mada bring the deep.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Next question. Pass it on.
Next question. There's your answer, Darnell. Next question. I got a question for you. Are you guys I mean, we've been going to the bar. Some bars you can't really order hard alcohol. So, like Mada, I know you like to get your IPAs and all that. You guys more like would you rather be sipping a brew or like a sour or whatever all night, or like a hard liquor, take some shots, get it over with that person?
Hard liquor.
I'm a hard liquor, get it over type of person. What
are you drinking, man?
Beer. Yeah. Honestly, I really don't care what it is. As long as it's beer, because beer just tastes like dirty water.
What about the ciders?
Yeah, the ciders are pretty cool though.
But you'd rather take shots.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you crazy?
Mada, I feel like you're like kind of in between because you're a guy who likes, what do you like? You like whiskey, right?
I like the whiskey and I like beer, man. So like I guess it kind of depends on the night. To be honest with you.
Wild night, you mix it up.
What
you doing both?
What mood? Hold on. What type of mood are you in for either or?
Well, see, like, the mood. See, if we're just trying to party, then I'm going with beer. But I'm going with cheap beer if we're trying to party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're just hanging out by the pool, then I'm going with a little IPA action. But then if we're out and about, in downtown San Diego, the bars and stuff, then I like to go a little Jack and Coke action.
Damn. What goes down in downtown San Diego, bro? It's
a good time. Let me tell you.
I hate that response so much. Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
I'm more of a wine type of.
Funny story about Eric and the hard alcohol, man.
One
time Eric came to my house, right? We were all just casually drinking, completely casual. Eric goes into my cabinet and grabs like 20 little bottles of peppermint schnapps, and he drinks all of them like shots, just one after the other, because he refused to drink the beer. And this man started just yakking all over the place. He was
that is not at all how that went down.
Stumbling everywhere. But yeah, so I guess moral of the story is don't let Eric near your peppermint schnapps. This man's a demon off the schnapps, man. Absolute demon off the schnapps. And I have witnesses who can verify this also.
Oh, really? Yeah, call your witness. Where's he at?
He should be here mid-pod, and I'll ask him about it.
Go ahead.
Do you disagree?
We could dive into that with Cam.
I heard too, bro.
So, Mada, what's your plans for the summer, man?
Just be lifting out here in the garage, and summer ball starts in about a couple weeks, and that's about it.
How much you throwing up?
Depends on what we're talking about.
On the deads, what you got?
On the deads, bro.
Deads, I can get 405 for 3.
Can you really?
That's pretty damn good. That's pretty. Hey, Collins, you think you're hitting that, man? You think you're hitting that, Collins?
That's on straight bar, though.
Honestly, I need to see what 405 is.
It's 4 plates.
4 plates.
Oh, I was in that in high school.
What was that? You hit it in high school?
High school, yeah.
Do you think you're stronger now than you were in high school, though?
I think so, yeah.
Eric, are you?
No, 100% not. No.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
I mean, Erica today wasn't. I mean, Erica in high school isn't looking how Erica today is looking, man.
Yeah, that's true. Eric is down about 100
Eric
pounds.
looking different. He looking real nice now. I don't know why he so discouraged.
So what did 2017 Eric look like to you?
Chungus.
Fuck you.
I was just gonna see
Okay.
the beard back then, but all right, you run with Matt.
All right. What? Yeah. Whatever. Matt, can we get into some of these basketball takes? There's issues I have with you that I want to dive into. I think off recent events.
You want to talk about the NBA awards? You want to talk about the postseason predictions?
What do you want to start with?
I think you want to talk about the awards because I destroyed you on the last debate. So
You destroyed me on what, the last pod?
Yeah, I literally said Steph Curry was gonna not be a top seed, and you said you disagreed, and I was right.
No, you fucking didn't. Here's how this guy's full of shit. So 2 games into the season, right? This guy texts me, and he's saying Steph looks washed.
Not what I said.
Did you not?
You're complete. Okay, this is all he said, she said. So let's get into the topic at hand.
We could run the clips back because you fucking.
And I sent you the clips because I was right, and then you ended up saying, "Oh,
that is
you
such
nothing to say. You had nothing to say.
That's
You're
not what
crying
you
like a wee baby."
This guy fucking hits me up.
All right, so what happened?
No. Because your initial point was that Steph is washed.
No,
he can't lead a team.
Never my point.
That is
my point.
Your point, and that he wouldn't be in the MVP race.
It's never what I said. You're literally
that is 100% what you said
right now. What I said.
But no. But did you not?
This is word for word what I said verbatim. All right. This is what I said. I said, all respect to Steph Curry. He's a great player, and I said he's an MVP candidate. So how would I say he's an MVP candidate if I said he's washed? That completely just disintegrates your.
Did you or did you not text me?
No,
individually.
And if I did, it was complete satire.
Off all this podcast
shit. Did you?
No. Did you not individually text me off all this podcast shit? And we could go ahead and we could run this. You could clip this shit on the fucking clips channel or whatever, and then we could fucking add either the screenshot or the clip of us talking about it. Did you not text me individually saying Steph looks washed and that he looks like he's lost a step?
No, I don't think I said that. I said that, but if I did, it was literally satire. It
was not satire. You're so full of shit.
And either way, the thing we're talking about right now is what we talked about on the last pod when we talked about this.
Hold on. So give me what you think you said.
I know what I said, first of all. And I said that the Warriors wouldn't be a top seed, so Steph can't be the MVP. And I said Nikola Jokic is going to be a top seed, and his stats are going to be just as impressive. So he'll win the MVP, and that looks like what's going to happen. I was right.
Yes, but you're omitting the Steph slander. That's the thing. You're not including
There's
any
no Steph slander. He's on a shitty
There's 100% Steph slander.
Okay, whatever. All right, so what do you want to talk about? Well,
let's run awards. Well, we can go down. We'll do basic. We'll do most improved, MVP, 6-man, and then we'll go all NBA first team. All right, cool?
All right, Collins, what you got, man?
I want to start with anything first. I want to start with Rookie of the Year.
That one too. My fault, OG.
Because I so badly wanted to go to LaMelo, but he didn't play the whole year, so I guess
after the performance tonight,
I can't back him up after this. So
Anthony Edwards is an absolute bucket.
So I'm thinking Anthony Edwards for Rookie of the Year, and then which other are? What do you think though?
Dude, I think it's gonna be Melo, but I think Anthony Edwards should be.
There is no way they give that shit to Melo.
I so badly wanted them to give it to Melo, but it'll be a slight to Edwards if they don't.
What do you think, Mada?
I think they're gonna give it to Melo regardless.
I think, yeah, me too. I think they're gonna give it to Melo.
There's no fucking way that they give that shit to Melo.
I think the reason they're gonna do it is because he made the play in. They were really worse. I mean, they weren't that much worse without him, but they were good with him.
They were
how did they finish the season?
This plan don't matter towards the Rookie of the Year voting. The votes are already in.
Yeah.
So when LaMelo went down, they were the 6th seed in the East, and then when he got back, they were the 8th. And then
they finished at the 10th.
These last 5 games have all been losses.
But another good factor to point out is that Gordon Hayward was out too at the end.
Yeah, did Graham play this game?
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah,
I'm going Edwards. I don't think there's any way you can give that to Melo just based off time missed. How many games did he miss? Well, like 20? Maybe more?
Around that. I hope it's Edwards. I like Edwards a lot.
I like him, yeah.
All right, so
MVP Mada, who you got?
I'm gonna have to give it to Steph, bro. No cap. Hey, dead. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Steph. But if my boy Braun play all 82, I'm gonna have to give it to Braun.
oh my God, there's no
Braun doesn't
fucking
So,
way.
so wait. Let me ask you this. So if you had to put $1 million on who's gonna win MVP, not who you think should win it, who is going to win it?
But why are we arguing this, Matt? Why are we arguing this?
Because
it doesn't
it's
matter.
prediction. It's prediction. Who do you think is gonna win it?
Let's go who we think should win. Let's be fair. Let's go
who we think should win.
Yeah.
No, who do you think is gonna win it?
Okay, I think Jokic is gonna win, but I think Steph should win.
Yes. All right, that's fair. Yeah. I think Jokic is gonna win it for sure.
Matt's just all in on Jokic. Collins,
bro, 27, 8, and 10 on like 50, 40, 90.
What'd they finish at? 4 seed?
Yeah, without Jamal Murray.
What? Okay, he got hurt with like 20 games left. Relax. Was it 25?
Okay, that's a lot.
20, bro. They were the 3rd seed when he got hurt,
and they dropped. Okay.
1 seed.
Still dropped. Collins, who's your pick?
Considering how the season started, for whatever reason, I remember the first 5 games of the season, everybody was saying that Steph Curry's lost it, that he can't.
100%. Matt.
He was saying that.
And Matt was one of those people. Matt was 100% aboard the Steph slander train. So that's why it kills me to see this guy come up in here and say, I respect Steph. Steph's done a lot. You have to understand. But I just think, no, it's like, no, you wanted Steph to lose. You're
literally just pulling shit. You're creating your own narrative right now.
That's bullshit. And no. We'll run it back.
Go back, look at the VOD, bro. You definitely were on Steph's ass to start this season.
100%.
Bro, there's literally clips of what I said, and I've sent it to you. So I don't know why you're acting like I haven't.
Okay, well, we'll pull the clips. We
can't pull the clips right now.
No. We could add them on to the IG.
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in this episode just to make you look stupid.
All right, editor man. No. But there's shit that isn't in the clips, and you fucking know that.
Oh, so now it's not in the clips. Okay.
There's shit. No, there was Steph.
You see how he's backtracking.
No.
See how he's backtracking.
No, shut up. Because you've been doing this shit all the time. No, there was Steph slights in the clips, and there was Steph slights personally between me and you.
Just because I was trolling and maybe sending you one message like,
yo, you see how he's slowly admitting it though? Do you see how he's slowly admitting it? Before it was not happening.
You're making a story out of like one.
No. And then it was well, maybe if I did it was maybe trolling, and now it's well, I was clearly trolling. You see, he knows.
Because I don't even remember sending that one message you're speaking of.
Matt is a renowned.
It must have hurt you so bad.
Matt is a renowned Steph hater. It breaks my heart as
Eric. Who's your MVP? Who's your MVP, buddy?
Who is my MVP?
I don't even think I heard who's Collins is. Collins, who's yours?
If I could finish.
Yeah.
Jokic is my pick, and I wouldn't be mad with Steph or Jokic.
Okay, it's not gonna be Steph. Collins, go ahead.
All right. Considering off this season, and then how where the Warriors would be nowhere without him, I'd have to give it to Steph because.
Thank you, sir.
He really did well this play-in and most likely to the playoffs because he was told a lot that he couldn't lead the team, and now look where he's at.
I have never seen the slander.
He just got the NBA scoring title, so
I think you guys have a lot of recency bias.
Recency bias is a huge component of MVP voting, though, is it not?
I guess, but I'm just telling you the facts. It's gonna be Jokic.
Joel Embiid once like a candidate. Like what happened?
He got hurt. It kind of hurt his run, but he was right. He was neck and neck with Jokic for a while.
Yeah.
Mada, who's gonna be in the finals, man?
I'm gonna keep it. I think Lakers Nets, bro.
I really want to see that, but
I think Lakers are gonna do it, bro. I think they'll be all right.
Nets. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice you didn't say the Suns.
Fuck no. I have a bold prediction. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this, Matt?
Yeah.
I think if Lakers win tomorrow, Lakers go 7, Suns go out in 5 to the Lakers.
Okay, cool.
I said it's a prediction. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to get all in your feelings about it. But
I mean, you're right. The Warriors will probably lose tomorrow, but we'll see.
You see, you say that with a lot of hate in your heart. That's the thing. Like that's why I
Okay,
question.
so Warriors Suns series, who's winning?
I think Suns. I don't think Warriors are deep enough this year.
Okay.
I think
Collins,
they'll take
who
the
you got in
game,
the
maybe
finals?
two.
I got Lakers versus Nets. And I think it's gonna be honestly, if the Nets do not win like the title this year, it's gonna be a really bad look for it was James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Irving.
I think it's a worse look for Kyrie and Harden though. KD already has 2 rings.
That's true.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. I mean, I had this conversation with Isaiah earlier. Like, why is it okay for KD, or why is it not okay for KD, Kyrie, Harden all team up, or whoever else, like LeBron and AD, even they got like slack. But like someone like Trevor Bauer, who just wins the Cy Young, he can go over to the Lakers, who are like the favorite to win it all this year. Nobody bats an eye.
I mean the Dodgers.
Are you talking about Dodgers? Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say, who did I say?
You said Lakers.
Oh,
LA
yeah,
team.
my
No,
bad,
you're
my
talking about it. It makes sense. Mada, I think you should tackle this one. I think you have the best insight.
Yeah, like because I mean, from my perspective, like in basketball, like one player can take over the game so much and have such a bigger impact. Like KD can go over the Warriors and drop 50 and they win by 20. Like AD and Harden and Kyrie and KD can combine for 80 points and they win the game 100-90. Like Trevor Bauer, like he only plays one day a week.
Yeah, but could that not be an extra like 20 wins to their record? If
he wins 20 games, then that means he's like the MVP,
best pitcher in baseball by far.
No, I'm not saying he statistically gets 20 wins, but he could,
But he's an elite pitcher.
20 wins.
And he has a side. He has a side.
Reality, so he's if he stays healthy, he's gonna finish with 32 starts. For him to be like elite, they're gonna win 16 to 18 of those starts. So that only amounts to 16 or 18 wins.
And he might not even get the win in some of those starts as well. That's the thing.
Exactly. So it's like,
but his ERA is good.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the same. Like, for example, look at like Jacob deGrom. Like his ERA is like a 1.1, but he's like 1-4 right now because Mets statistically don't score when he pitches. Like they have like a 130 batting average whenever he pitches.
Some cold shit. Those are CHS varsity numbers for when Mada was pitching.
I don't know. I still think that like if you're the best pitcher in the game and you're the best of your position, best of your craft in your sport, and you go to the favorite, I think it should be held in the same regard as a different sport.
But do you like that narrative of like it's where superstars get slandered for going to team up with players? I think it's fucking corny.
I don't really like it, but I'm just saying, why shouldn't the same rules apply if you're gonna be
so hard on it like this? You gotta think about it like this. If KD goes to the T-Wolves make the playoffs. Am I wrong?
I agree.
Yeah.
If Trevor Bauer goes to the Tigers, the worst team in baseball, they still don't make the playoffs.
All right, but then then the case is like, okay, it's still bad, but it's not as bad. Or what?
Hey, Mada.
Speaking in R2D2.
Not R2D2.
I don't think it's bad at all.
There we go. Right.
Hello?
You don't think it's bad at all?
I don't see any problem with it.
There we go. Okay.
He doesn't make that significant of an impact.
Okay, here's
so think about it like this. Think about Madison Bumgarner in the postseason for the Giants. One of those years they won their championship. He pitched like 6 times through the postseason and like carried them to
untouchable.
He literally carried them to the.
I could give another good example. Mada, do you remember the 2012 ALDS? I know that's a random fucking playoff series. A's Tigers.
Yes.
Justin Verlander single-handedly won them that series. They could
not.
Yeah,
I think especially for a pitcher, that's someone who's one of the most important players.
Right.
But baseball's different.
But if you take Justin Verlander off of that 2012 Tigers team, they still make the playoffs.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we're
but-
talking about their playoff significance. That extra play is going to get them over the hump.
But they probably don't make as deep of a run. But wait, 2012. What year was 2012? 2014 was the Tiger year, right? With Giants and Tigers.
No, it was
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah,
Was it?
and then they got teed up. Zito outpitched Verlander for some fucking reason there. I don't know. It is different.
That was the year that Pablo hit 3 home runs off of Justin
Yeah.
Verlander.
Game 1, right? Yeah. Where was that shit in the fucking ALDS? I agree with Mada. It's different. I mean, just the regular output of a pitcher. It's a good point. You're only playing once every 5 games. So even then, in a 7-game series, a pitcher can dominate, but if the rest of that pitching staff isn't good, you might take 2 games. I mean, how hard is it to repeat in baseball in comparison to some other sports?
The hardest.
I mean, even if he starts 30 games and they play 162 games, that's what, like I don't know, 15% of all the games that they play.
I still think that maybe even if it isn't as bad, it still should be seen as like, all right, it's like, because at the end of the day, people are criticizing ring chasing, right? Like, oh, you're taking the easy way out. So I still think it's the same type of ring chasing mentality.
Well, you gotta look at it like this too: is that Trevor Bauer has been to the World Series. He was with the Indians. He's from LA. He went to LA. So it's like he's not really ring chasing. He's really. Some would say that he's just going home.
Yeah,
I guess so. But I guess I'm just not even speaking him specifically, just how it seems to be different from sport to sport in general.
Plus, isn't there an argument as well with baseball with the open cap? It's like your biggest contract is going to come from a big market team, and that's truer in baseball than any other sport, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, because
so
not cap.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's one thing if you go to the NBA and they have deals like for exclusive rights for players for like hometown markets, like how you could offer a super max to kind of incentivize like big name players to stay in smaller markets. Like Giannis can get a contract he can only get in Milwaukee to incentivize him to stay and not run to LA or New York or whatever. But in baseball, it's not. Like the A's are fucking notorious for this. How many young players have come up on the A's and then they run to a bigger market and get paid? Like
I think Trevor Bauer is making more money this year than the whole A's salary combined.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
But
Bauer was on the Reds last year, no?
He was on the Reds.
Yeah. You think since he could have matched that offer, the LA offer?
No shot. They didn't even try.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, LA gave him a crazy amount of money. He had an offer from the Mets, which was more years, which ultimately was like more money in the long run. But the deal was shorter and it was more money per year. He's making like $40 million.
It's fucking nuts.
To throw
Speaking
baseball.
of big money, you guys got in this Floyd Paul fight, man.
Come on, dog. Why is this a question?
What's your prediction, man? What round? I think he's gonna let it go a couple and just grind him out to like a 5th round TKO. Collins, what do you think? What do you think, bro?
Say it one more time.
Collins is our boxing expert. I want to go to him on this one.
Yeah, well, what's your thoughts on this Mayweather Logan Paul fight? You think it's gonna be a actual competition or?
Honestly,
I don't know, man. Every time I don't want him to win, they win. So I'm like, fuck.
Okay, Matt. They
I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna win.
They also fight like
I don't want to. Yeah.
They fight like a man renowned for the worst striking in the history of MMA and like
let Collins speak. Let Collins speak.
A YouTuber.
It's gonna be such a shit show. This is just so. It's so weird. Like boxing, like purists must be like livid that this fight's even happening. I can't like imagine you've seen exhibition from Mayweather and it's against a YouTuber that's 0-1, losing to another YouTuber. I can't believe it. And then like this whole shit with Jake Paul pushing Mayweather. I don't know, man. This, like, I'll tell you one. Anybody actually paying for this fight is on something else.
This is looking like a tasty illegal stream from the start of round 1. Yeah, so I don't know.
I'm sorry. There's no way I can contribute money to this event.
So we all know Floyd's gonna win, but like, what do you think he's gonna let it go a couple rounds for the entertainment
Probably.
value?
What did you be? Wouldn't you be annoyed if you paid money to go to that shit and like he gets fucking KO'd in like the first 15 seconds?
Like
Put
Askren.
money on it, bro.
Put
Put
Mada
money
on.
on Floyd, Mada, or are you gonna do the underdog for like $1?
No, I'll probably parlay it with Floyd and then do like the first round TKO, whatever one has more odds.
No
Okay,
way.
but let me ask, what would happen if he landed that lucky
He's
punch?
Matt. I hate
What would
people-
happen? Dude, what would happen? What would happen?
People have been saying this shit a little bit.
Yeah, no,
like,
I know.
like-
But okay,
like,
hey,
and-
he's
and-
gonna walk. Hey, but listen, he's gonna walk in the ring like 50 pounds heavier.
Yeah, it's part of the agreement. They can't be within 30 pounds of each other. But people have been saying like it's like people know Floyd's gonna win, but like the pest like just the little belief in people, they'll say like, well, you don't know, man, if Logan lands that left hand. And I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? We're talking about the greatest boxer of all time who lost to fucking KSI. No disrespect to KSI, but it's like come on, bro. Like, why is this a thing? This is fucking stupid that it's happening in the first place. I'm gonna watch 100%. It's like the Jake Paul fights. It's like a train wreck that you can't like turn your eyes away from. Like, you're gonna watch every time. And props to them. They probably.
I'm late on this, bro. I don't even know how YouTubers started boxing, how it became like a thing, and people like were paying money for this shit. Like, I don't
It's
understand.
crazy, man.
Like,
Collins could have tapped into this market if he grew his YouTube channel as a kid. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, all I know is one day I was peeping in the chat, bro, and you're all talking about how this YouTuber was fighting this other YouTuber.
It's entertaining. Come on. It's like watching. It's
like
like
straight from Wella.
yeah, like True Jordy and all those dudes 100% built that shit up because it was very entertaining despite like the bad boxing that was taking place. Like it was enjoyable to watch. I was probably more hyped for that fight, maybe KSI Logan Paul 2, than I've ever been for a boxing match in years, like by far.
Damn,
That's crazy.
yeah.
But I'm more of an MMA. So who knows?
Yeah, you're more of a UFC guy, huh?
More people probably some.
Train wreck you can't keep your eyes off of was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
But what was it? That last was it Jake Paul versus Ben Askren? It was more like a concert than.
I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Triller's production, like staff or whatever, needs to be fired or laid off immediately.
They had every like washed Oakland rapper out there.
Hey. They had some names. They had Sweetie on that shit. They had
I honestly didn't watch it, so I don't even know.
They had YG, I think. No? They had Ice Cube.
They had Ice Cube, they had E40, they had Too Short.
Yo, you calling E40 washed?
That's disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Too Short came to my school one time and he left a bad like impression. All right.
What'd he do?
Dude, yeah.
He came drunk as fuck, like, and then like late shit, and then all everybody wanted was for him to play Too Short, and he refused. Instead, he hopped on the stage and went, "All right, if your name is if your mom is Esmeralda and she lives in Hayward, just to let you know, I fucked her on the way." That's all he did. That's all he did. He went on this rant for 45 minutes, and he left.
Bro, someone in that crowd had a mom named Esmeralda.
Esmeralda was fucking quaking in the back of the fucking concert, bro.
He came to my school to perform. That's what he did. So yeah, I'm salt.
You're telling me he didn't do blow the whistle? I'm hard pressed. I'm hard pressed to believe he didn't
do
at
a
least
single
try.
song, bro.
What was that? What happened?
He did no songs.
He performed like 2 songs, but like he would stop them midway, like mid-verse, to tell us that he fucked somebody's mom. That was it. So like,
they probably told him where he was performing, and he was like, "Merced, you see Merced?"
That's what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
If you were, hold on, just no disrespect to the city of Merced. All right, I mean no slander by this, but if you were like,
you say what you say, Pete Davidson came to our town and he went. You guys have no street lights. I don't know how I ended up here, but I guess I'm performing now. So yeah, Merced, it's pretty out there. It's like it's a pretty backwards town. All right, I'll give y'all that.
I'm just saying, if you were Too Short at one time had like hits, like Blow the Whistle was a hit. He had a good run in the 90s. Like he's had numerous albums that have charted very high, and he's had a couple of hits, right? If you had that peak, and like 20 years later, you're performing at fucking Merced, California, wouldn't you feel some type of way? I'm just saying, like, I mean, you shouldn't say.
But it's a college, bro. So many big name people go to colleges just because it's like a
Not
college sport.
No one's
It's like they
checking
go to
for
all of them. It's
Merced.
college,
Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you're a name, you're not going to Merced. No disrespect. I'm just
bro,
saying.
Pete Davidson.
I mean, that was like the biggest thing the city's ever seen.
Wow. Oh my god! I'm sure if you looked into the logs, there've been some notable name people at Merced.
Who? You might look into the logs and you see an artist who had a hit 20 years and then they went and performed there, or then they went.
I mean, Ella May came through one time, but
Ella May had one hit. Like her biggest highlight was getting overshadowed on a remix.
Yeah.
Bro, are you hating on Ella May right now?
Tell them about the concert. Tell them about the concert.
When Ella May came through, the only song she performed was "Boot Up," and then the way that she performed it was atrocious. She went, all right, all the guys sing it.
Right, by the ear, baby, pull me closer.
Eric would be belting that shit.
And all people that's all she did, and all we did was listen to "Boot Up" for 30 minutes, and she dipped.
But at that, no disrespect, like I'm not trying to insult you, but at that point in her career, you had to know that was the only song she had ever released. Like, I'm not sure what you expected.
Yeah.
Eric, have you had any concerts over at San Jose?
There has been. I think there's been names. I've never gone to them though. Like I've seen some snaps of like homies, but I've seen some, bro, and they just be looking sad. It's like some homie like trying to break dance in the middle, and it's like no one's really fucking with it. So it's just like this random dude break dancing and shit.
Who's been to San Jose?
What's up?
Who's been to San Jose?
I've been in San Jose.
No, who was it?
No, there's I off the dome. Like I can't say.
Because I know even Bakersfield had like Giveon.
Oh, fucking forgive me. Sorry, fucking Merced over here. My fault. Everyone knows Merced. Everyone's been to fucking Merced apparently.
You just had to wreck the SJSU tonight, huh?
The most notable thing in the fucking city of Merced, California is the Black Bear Diner. All right, there's a reason people do not go there. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you're gonna get Merced on your ass after this, bro.
Who is checking for people in Merced? What are they gonna do? Pull up a fucking Collins carriage and go drive by with a fucking musket?
Hey, shout out to dropping a question on IG.
What was the question?
He wanted to know about the Clippers ducking the Lakers because they tanked at the end of the year.
Collins is very impassionate about this, or passionate, pardon me. Go ahead.
Well, realistically, like as much as like the Clippers aren't ducking anyone, they're in the playoffs. They're seeded. The Lakers aren't.
Bro, they were ducking, bro.
Wait. So what was that narrative that they were ducking? Why are the people?
No, they were definitely ducking.
Were they the 2 seed?
Tanked to avoid them in the playoffs.
Were they the 2 seed and they tanked to go to 3? Was that how it went?
Yeah, they lost to like Houston and all these shit teams.
Did they lose to OKC too?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they literally tanked.
Boston went to shit towards the end there as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they had to play the Wizards tonight. I think they won, right?
Would have lost if fucking Tatum didn't go off, but they also lost Jaylen Brown, so like that's like their second lead.
Tatum dropped 50 tonight.
Yeah, that was a Mada piece right there.
That's facts.
Hey, Mada. I'm gonna need a hot take right now, man.
Let's hear it.
All right, so this is from Macho Man. All right, Big Macho. Shout out Macho.
Macho Man.
Macho Man. Big Mach. All right, listen.
Macho Man was in the club breakdancing at SJSU. I can't confirm. So I'm just
Yo, Macho, let us know who performed at SJSU, man. You got more school spirit than Eric over here, right?
Bro,
but he wants to know. Are the Cowboys going to the bowl?
No, bro.
Why not?
They trash.
Why are they trash?
You don't think CD Lamb better go off this year?
Let's. I am not a Cowboy fan by any means, but let's at least accept, like, kind of give credit to the fact that they're also they have Andy Dalton.
They are good, but there's better teams that are in the division that are going to go to the.
Oh, who though?
Oh, dude, Philly's gonna be better than them.
Are you buying? The
Redskins are gonna be better than them. Because here's the thing.
They're not the Redskins, sir. They're the Washington.
I'm sorry, the football team. I apologize.
You're gonna get canceled for that one.
Fuck. All right, listen. I'm getting fucking canceled. All right. Anyways, so listen. There's always this thing with the Cowboys. All right.
What is that?
good offense.
Yep.
They're gonna put up the numbers. They're gonna score the touchdowns. But the defense is gonna be absolutely atrocious. Special teams gonna be mediocre, and all they care about is their offense. So I mean, at the end of the day, that highlight flashy offense is not gonna win you all these games because defense wins championships. As
They
does
drafted all defense this year too.
doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make a
Yeah,
difference.
you don't know though. Well, who's on that defense? Like, who's their big name? Jalen Smith.
Van Der Esch gets hurt every year.
Sean Lee retired as well. So
Yeah, he's been mid for a couple of years now.
Penn State product. Shout out.
They got the defensive end, Lawrence.
I don't make the playoffs, but
You think they'll
don't
make the playoffs? I don't even think.
I don't know.
I mean,
about
they
that.
might. It might.
They're doing 3 wild card teams now. Huh?
Oh, actually, yeah, they'll probably make it.
They
they'll
might
make the
sneak.
playoffs, but they'll get bounced.
Just because
Yeah.
Dak is a beast.
Well, how do you think he's gonna come back though? His fucking it was his ankle, right? That completely broke.
Early fantasy prediction from my fantasy listeners out there. Dak QB1, Dak Prescott.
Nah. To all
Derek Carr.
my fantasy listeners, hear me out on this.
Nobody comes here to listen to your fantasy takes, all right? Eric?
Don't come to listen to your fantasy takes, guy. All right. If you're looking for a QB1, Derek Carr is a sleeper pick. I'm just gonna throw that
Derek
out.
Carr is not a sleeper.
I'm just
pick.
airing it out.
Bro, what?
It's
in
crazy.
the waiver wire, if you don't draft the quarterback, all draft.
It's crazy because I've drafted Derek Carr as like my backup QB for like every year in fantasy. And I'm
Well,
like,
you didn't have to because no one was gonna pick him up. You
okay, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And every year I'm like, this is the year. Like he's gonna. Although 2016, you could argue he was a QB1.
Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say? Go ahead.
But every year, I didn't draft him in 2016, which is the year he had like his fucking MVP run. But you could every year I've drafted fucking Derek Carr. I'm like, this is the year. Like he's like the numbers are gonna be there in fantasy, and every year I fucking cut him by like week 3. He's a very steady 20 points. But I got a good feeling about this year. I think the Raiders are definitely a disrespected team right now. I think there's a lot of talent on that offense with a revamped O-line. I think Ruggs is gonna have a bounce back year. Jacobs will have a bounce back year.
Hey man, I just want to win a game past week 8.
3 yards per rush, Jacobs. Listen, there's one thing you could count on.
3 yards. Okay, all right.
Hold on, let me say something real quick before you go on your tangent about how the O-line is shit and all that. All right, I get it. It's a joke. It's a joke. All right. Listen, there's
You
one
hear this
thing.
fucking guy? Everything's a joke. Everything's a joke.
Okay, all right. Listen, there's
Do you
one
see
thing
me
you can
laughing?
count on in every fantasy league in the Bay Area. There's gonna be that one guy who either drafts all Niners players or all Raiders players.
No shit. And there's also
And
that guy.
It's like Derek Carr, Darren Waller, drafts
Waller is a
like
good one.
Ruggs
Darren
in
Waller's
the
a
third
tight end.
round.
Tight end 1, no doubt. You're gonna disagree. Darren Waller is a tight end 1 this year.
Yeah.
He's a tight end 1 for sure. He's
I
a
agree.
beast.
I agree.
He's a
Only
beast.
one of I have Kelsey, Waller, Kittle, just because I'm not sure about the quarterback in that set.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And with all things considered, when you factor in Kittle's run blocking when he was healthy, that Super Bowl run, you could argue at like one point he was maybe.
I'm just talking strictly fantasy. If we're talking overall wise, I go Kittle, Kelsey, Waller.
You think Kelsey's a better overall player than Waller? Do you think Kelsey?
No.
Do you think? Hold on, but do you think Kelsey benefits from being in that offense though?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
why I got Kittle 1, Kelsey 2, then Waller.
I think Waller gets tougher looks, but
All right, so you know how you're talking about every year you manage to get Derek Carr on your team.
yeah, it's always like a last round pick type of thing. Yeah.
For whatever reason, you guys like get at me because I'm hard on Baker Mayfield. And the reason for that is because every year he ends up on my
No.
every single year. I end up picking him up and he performs horribly. Then when I drop him, he wants to turn up. That's my problem. That's my issue with Baker Mayfield.
Collins is a known Baker Mayfield player.
Every time you talk shit about Baker Mayfield, bro,
He goes off.
Following Sunday he drops like 350 yards, bro.
I don't get him, man.
Genuinely,
my
it's
God.
kind of trippy.
That was the funniest shit ever when Collins went on a giant. He literally either sent a voice message or he called
Yeah,
me
he did.
going
he
on
did.
a fat rant about how much he hated
About
Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield.
And the next like night or something, he went up against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. And he had like 5 touchdowns at like halftime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll never forget him.
Yeah.
Him and Odell. I had Odell and him. Odell was starting that game. That was his best game before he blew his knee out. Rest in peace.
Yeah, this is to you, Baker Mayfield. If you thought Colin Cowherd was your biggest enemy, no, it's me. And if you don't perform in fantasy this year, I swear to God.
So you're picking him up again?
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna take his spot because that's how trash he plays.
All right, relax, bro.
So you're gonna draft him?
One way or another, he always ends up being my second string QB. So let's see how this goes this year.
Matt,
you think
football this year?
Do you think Kyler Murray is going to be a high draft pick this year, Matt?
High draft pick. Last year he actually had a pretty high ADP. He
was good. I had him last year. I got him late.
Yeah. At first he started off really good, but he ended up not reaching his ADP because he kind of fell off, like tailed out.
Yeah, first he had some iffy games towards the end, but his rushing yards are kind of insane. So
yeah, he was good for me. I drafted him, and I think maybe the third round or so, maybe a little later. I can't remember.
Is Lamar Jackson a good pickup for next year?
Who?
Lamar Jackson. Is he a good pickup?
Oh, bro, he was so disappointing.
Taking Lamar. Did I have Lamar last year? I did. Yeah, Lamar was. Yeah, I had Lamar, right?
Yeah, you did.
So fucking disappointing, dude.
Yeah.
I did the double stack. Remember, I took Tyreek and Lamar because I had the last pick and first pick of the second round.
Which on paper would look like good, but
yeah, but my running back core was shit, so I had to trade Tyreek.
Somehow Justin Herbert was the more reliable QB for me.
Herbert was a great pickup. I'm not gonna hate.
Nice. He's gonna be good.
He shouldn't have been offensive rookie of the year, but it was a good pickup.
What?
We had this argument, Matt, on this podcast where I was ganged out 3-1. Justin Jefferson was robbed, but whatever. We've had the argument. We could just move past it.
People were saying Justin Jefferson shouldn't have won on this pod, bro.
Justin Jefferson literally I forgot some of the stats. Herbert
record, bro.
Yeah, he literally has the best. Was it receiving yards or receptions?
Receiving yards.
I just don't understand how you could have but there's more to it. I gotta look. My argument on this was he was third team all pro and Herbert was nothing. And somehow Jefferson doesn't win offensive rookie of the year.
I think it was because Herbert had broken every rookie QB record that.
Yeah, but nobody talked about the records that Jefferson broke, not to mention
Yeah, but I mean you look at the position, QB, wide receiver. Man.
Herbert wasn't all pro, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't all pro.
The best
talking about breaking records. You're talking about breaking rookie records. All right,
we're talking
wide receiver record. All right.
Now
nice.
Here's a guy. Here's a guy who's amongst the best in his position. All right. Now here's another guy who's just good. He's good for a rookie QB. That's why I'm just puzzled.
He is the third best quarterback in his division.
But he was the best rookie quarterback.
But Jefferson wasn't just the best. He was by far the best rookie receiver, but he was above that. He was one of the best receivers in football.
But what's more of value, quarterback or wide receiver?
Quarterback can't score unless he gives it to the receiver.
So you're saying receiver is more valuable than quarterback?
Depends who's throwing the ball.
Okay, then you're just ducking the question because you know.
You think Kirk Cousins is an elite QB?
Who's asking this? Well, what is this?
What do you mean? Who's asking? I'm asking.
Okay, why? Why are you asking this? No, he's not.
You think he's a good QB?
Average at best, mediocre.
So he pulled those numbers off with an average at best QB.
Okay.
I think it's more impressive. I think it's a feather in his cap to put those numbers up with a QB who you don't think is that very good.
Both players are empty numbers anyway, so whatever.
That's disrespectful. I hope Justin Herbert beats the shit out of you. All right, next topic.
Wow. Next topic. All right. Next topic is Collins. Take it away, man.
Also dying to get this point across. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing, boys. Sorry.
Oh, Collins, your time to shine, man.
All right. Listen, I don't want to flex or anything, y'all, but I know you guys wanted to hear it. Let me just announce it. All right. I finally went out and I got my license, boys. All right. Get a round of applause, please. I got my license. Yeah.
Give it up, boys.
Long time
coming.
Yeah. See, I still got a car, so it's going to be a lot of pick me up still. But
take the class back.
Yo, Mada, what are your thoughts on that, man? I noticed you didn't clap.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I mean, why am I gonna clap for something you should have done 4 years ago?
Come on, bro.
Here's the thing. You know, Collins is a grown man. Can I just get this tangent across? I feel like I need to defend Collins at this point. Collins is a grown man. He's grown. He's 21 years old, and he just got his license. Probably about 4 to 5 years later than most people would get their license on average. But
need it
or 5.
But did you need it? All right. But here's the thing, bro. It's like life isn't about how you achieve things.
Oh, here we go.
It's about the journey you take to get there and the friends you made along the way. Now, hear me out on this. Now, that may sound corny. You might say, Collins just being lazy. Collins just had no drive, no ambition. He just don't want to get his life. He was a mooch, whatever you want to call him. You can call him that. All right, it's fine.
All right, let's chill out.
I dare you to say that you would be as close as you were with Collins, Mada, Matt, or myself if you weren't giving him rides and you didn't have those chances to form those bonds. Now I'm going to ask you a question, John Thomas. I'm going to ask you this right now just for you. Would you rather have gone 4 years without giving Collins a ride and not having formed the friendship that you have, or had him get his license when he was 17 and maybe be a little bit more distant? Go ahead and answer that for us.
I mean, I guess we'll never know because he barely got his license like last month.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling your energy. This is probably gonna be the last time we have John Thomas on the pod, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're being,
honestly,
real,
good points, man.
Good points, man. That's all I'm saying.
Collins, it ain't really your pod if we're keeping it a buck.
All right,
No, Mada coming for next.
Here's the thing. Has anyone kept up with the Joe Budden Network podcast issues going on? Matt, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Well, who do you agree with on that? Like, who are you siding with?
Rory and Maul, man. Rory and Maul. 100%.
Why do you? Stop. Why do you agree with Rory and Maul?
I agree with them because Joe's making it seem like he built it from the ground up completely on his own, when really it was a group effort at the end of the day.
It is. And I 100% agree, Matt. I think podcasts are a group effort. I don't think it's one man that builds up a podcast. And I don't think it's right that one man should have the control of a podcast when it was a group of people that built it up and helped plug it and cultivate it to what it is today.
Yeah.
So it's just jarring to me that maybe I'm a little out of pocket on this, but
where are you going with it?
I had someone ask me, they're like, hey, who posts on the IG page? And I was like, man, like, we don't even get to log into the IG page. And it's like, where's the disconnect here? It's like my podcast host, a guy that I've known for 8 years, like I can't even get a login on the IG page. Like, what? Why?
Here's what's funny about you saying that.
No. Let me get my shit off. And it's like, okay. And I look at some of the tendencies of Joe, and it bothers me. It doesn't sit right with my soul when I see some of the tendencies of Joe and my friend Matt. The egomaniac, the need to control, the lack of paying out, the lack of not allowing us to review our contracts. So, if there's anything you want to say, maybe get your point across and defend your bad habits and why you're wrong. It's your podcast. So that's the thing. You're the host.
I'm not really
day one.
Every time we ask for the login, you hit us with so much animosity. You never want to give it to us. And whenever we ask for, like, what are we making from all of the ad revenue, you never want to know.
And let's be real. Let's just air it out, man. There's a reason Isaiah's here today. Cam and Matt had some issues, and it was on the advice of Matt that maybe Cam should take a pot off. Let's just throw it out there. Let's get the energy flowing. We don't know. Let's get wild. Let's get a little weird. So, to me, in this culture of this podcast landscape where podcasts are blowing up, Mada's an avid fan of Call Her Daddy. He's #1 Patreon subscriber. Has donated maybe half of his earnings to the Patreon. Big fan. That there's a market for podcasts. Is there not, Mada?
There is 100%.
There's a huge market for podcasts. So I'm just looking at it from our perspective. It's like, whatever becomes of this podcast, it can become.
Okay, let me ask you something. I'm gonna cut you off right there, man. You rambling a little bit. What do you think you bring to the table, man? What do you think you're worth?
What do I think I'm worth?
What'd you put in on this? Really? What'd you put in on this? You ever asked me to edit an episode? You ever asked me to? Hey, Matt, can I make a thumbnail real quick?
No.
Yo, I got this idea. This here and that.
Let's
Let me get that.
First off, you're wrong.
I offered you the login, and you're wrong. Left me on no reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna call. I can call bullshit on some of these points. First off, let's get into the fucking thumbnail argument. First off, you haven't fucking made a thumbnail once. Our first 10 episodes were ugly screenshots of me mid-speech looking ugly as shit. So don't come to me talking like, oh, I fucking had to make a fucking thumbnail. Ooh, when you use the auto-generated thumbnails. I posted a YouTube video, Matt. I know what an auto-generated thumbnail is. Somebody talk to me about that.
That's
and the
funny.
thing with the login,
you think I'm specifically trying to pick ugly moments of you?
100%.
I mean, I'm a backup Matt here. I feel like those moments just happen too often.
Go fuck yourself. And let's be real. How much editing is Matt really doing on this? Let's just keep it a stat.
Yeah, to be fair, all you really gotta do is click play. Like
he presses play. This is what this motherfucker does in his editing. Play. End. And then upload.
Hey man, you're not taking the storage up on your computer, man.
Do you have to keep it? You can delete it after it's on YouTube. It's archived.
I gotta keep it for future reference, man.
Future reference. I know you're fucking with that gaming PC, huh? Look, man, I'm just saying, that it's a sad situation as someone who was a big fan. I mean, on top of that.
All right. Well, let's go back to my question. What do you think you deserve? Let's make a deal right here in front of the people, in front of all the people.
Let's stack it. I think if we look at what I bring to the pod, I'm bringing about 50% of the revenue.
If I'm being real with you, bro,
what do I bring?
I'm probably giving Collins a solid 50, Cam 30, you 20.
And you're getting 10% of your own pod?
No, I'm getting the Patreon. Y'all can take the YouTube revenue.
The YouTube
which is currently $0.00.
On our collective 80, maybe 50 views on each pod on a good day. Really, the way we're generating our most clicks is I think on these episodes, and then on the tier ranking episodes. We've spoken about that, and some people took exception to where they were ranked, and I don't think we need to get in on that.
Hey, we've been hooping lately. Like, you've been coming out, so can we get an update? Are there any updates you need to make?
An update? I mean, some heads look washed. We could just put that out there. Some people I think lost a step. I think Mada could attest to this. Some people don't got it like they do, and I think some people, I think it's like some people are soft and they feel some type of way about where they're ranked and things like that.
Quarantine be getting the people, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, all right, Mada. Shit.
Hey, we got a new perspective on the pod. Yo, Eric, throw some names out. Mada, throw out a tier ranking, man.
Oh, you want me to throw out names?
Yeah, for Mada.
Darnell.
Trash.
Lucas.
That's so mean.
Ultra trash.
Cameron.
Does he even hoop anymore, bro?
Do you think he could if he wanted to?
No.
Here, let me see. Adrian.
Eric.
And man, Adrian be doing the same shit he been doing in high school, but he's standing in the corner and pop threes.
That's a fair point. I think I will be honest with you. I think he'd agree with you. If we're being honest.
What about Eric?
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Eric misses every shot until the game winner.
So accurate.
That's
so
here's my
rebuttal on that. There's like this perceived notion and this disrespect amongst people that hit game winners that, oh, well, you're worthless until like the last however many seconds of the game.
It's like, you're worthless. I didn't say you were worthless.
To be fair, you take like 3 attempts at the game winner also.
But I'm a shooter. You guys don't understand is you guys don't shoot. Collins, what is Collins really? He's maybe a
moving screen, bro.
He's a moving screener, maybe a rebounder on a good day if the other center's 5'8".
Foul.
And Mada hasn't hooped in like 8 years, so it's like I feel like
he left the court on the highlight, man.
And the last time Mada hooped, bro, he was about 260.
You were not 260.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like people can say what they want, but no one's wanting to take those shots. No one has that ice in them. That's the thing. A lot of dudes are afraid of the moment.
I think the only reason why you take those shots is you take the ball from whoever has it and then you just shoot the ball.
That's how basketball works, Marta. They pass it to you and you shoot it. It's a fair point.
I think you literally rip the ball out of whoever
I
has
literally, yeah, you see what happened was I run up to my point guard and I punch him in the back of the head and then I take the ball and I chuck up game-winning shots. That's actually what happened. You got me there. That's some strong rankings though, Mod. I feel like it's a little disrespectful to some people. Some people might take exception to that. So
nah. Lucas. Let me rephrase it.
All right, we weren't talking about anybody, but whatever you want to say,
No,
say.
I'm gonna go back because I was disrespectful of Bank on Cap, but here's the thing. Lucas be taking park, recreational fun basketball a little too seriously. I mean, how many times has Lucas DeMello almost gotten in a full-on fist fight over a hoop session, bro? Like, let's be honest.
It's very interesting.
I mean, how many times?
That is.
And Darnell's assists are pretty on point, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, you're disrespectful to Darnell, man.
Yeah, I think that was the most disrespectful thing. If
I had to rank those names that you threw out there.
Grade, where would you put them? A, B, C, D, or F?
Who?
Darnell,
like a B. Like a B minus.
That is such. I'm sorry, bro, but that is like.
Bro, Darnell over Eric all day.
That is such bullshit. No disrespect.
Oh,
Actually, complete disrespect to Darnell. That is such like.
He like a mini Chris Paul, bro.
What are we even saying, bro? Like, we're just giving everybody just like NBA. Like, no, wrong.
Eric, I'm taking Darnell over you 10 out of 10 times.
Why? But what does Darnell give you that I can't and not do better?
Passes the ball. You hog.
How do I hog? You guys.
You try to do dribble moves, bro, and then you get ripped.
When have I ever gotten ripped?
Bro, what do you mean?
I don't get ripped. You could say what you want. Maybe every once in a while, if I get a good defender on me, I might pick up and I might kick out, but I'm gonna keep coming. Like it's not gonna stop me.
I respect that. You have your games, bro. You have your games.
100%. And last time we hooped, I hit a game winner with 2 people.
You did. You're on my team. I respect that.
So.
But
every shot.
All right, Collins' computer's about to shut off, so we got to wrap things up. This was a very, 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 very insightful pod. I really think we broke some boundaries. We
Cam's gonna hop on in a minute, and we'll finish up the pod.
First day. I wish Cam G could have joined.
Huh?
What'd you say, Collins?
We're just coming back. This isn't the end. We're just like first step pod out in a while, so we got some little minor bumps in the road, but we'll get there, y'all. Give you back the quality that you want.
Consistent weekly pods might be coming, maybe once every 2 weeks.
It ain't me.
So
I'd say all that.
But it's season 2. It's season 2, boys. It's season 2, so strap up. We're back. We're better than ever. We're bringing out this content. We're doing what we got to do, man. Mada, once again, thank you for coming on the pod, Mada.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, always a pleasure. Eric, Collins. Eric, I want you to do the sign-off, man. Sign off for the people, man. Final comments, actually, real quick. Final comments, Eric, or anyone?
We'll go around the table. Collins, is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say to the people?
Yeah, follow me on IG, CHIBUYKE_OK. Thank you for tuning in today, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We also have a TikTok that will be linked in the comment section below. And I appreciate you for coming out.
Fire.
Matt, anything you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching, man. Click some buttons. I don't even care what buttons they are. Just help the algorithm. Yeah, man, just help the algorithm.
All right, Isaiah, you're a prestigious guest. You've been a long time request. People have been wanting Mada. Is there any brands, TikToks, anything along those lines that you want to plug? Let the people know where you're at.
Nah, they know, bro. They know already.
That is the most self-centered ass. Anyway, all right, yeah, but it was a pleasure to have you, Mada. Let's give it up for Mada real quick. First time on the pod. He handled himself like a champ. All right, folks, that'll do it. You can follow me on IG at ERIC Eric Carrillo CARRILLO 63. Y'all can follow me there. I'm always on the pod with Matt. We have some ownership stuff we got to get over. But yeah, we're gonna definitely hit you with those quality uploads. Mada will be back on. I can't confirm it. We just got word back from the audience. They do want Mada on for another episode, so we'll make that happen at some point during the second season. Second season is going to be a 20-episode run. From there, we'll see where we're at, and we'll go forward. All right, but it was a pleasure letting us talk bullshit with you guys. We appreciate it. Till next week, guys. Thank you.